I'm pressing record again. And this time I'm playing with slime. I like to be tactilely stimulated, so instead of no, I'm still gonna use my hands. I'm a hand talker. I like to express myself with my little phalanges. Anyway, okay, so I'm pressing record again, and I actually have a very unique expression to talk about today. I was just sitting here and I have my full body mirror in front of me and I'm playing with some slime and I'm loving myself. And again, I don't have many lights on. I have my annual Christmas tree. By the way, I've decided that this Christmas tree is going to stay up all year long. You want to know why? Because it was a miracle. It was a miracle that I got to enjoy this Christmas tree, and it was a miracle that it found me through gifted, I guess I was gifted it. So this Christmas tree is going to be our annual tree, and I was telling my daughter that we should decorate it for the different holidays. So next up is Valentine's Day, and I am a sucker for love. So I'm gonna decorate my tree. It's gonna be a Valentine's Day tree. Long story short, cool. Anyway, I'm sitting here, I'm enjoying my space. I just finished cleaning. I spent the last 6 hours cleaning because the last time you guys saw me a few days ago, I wasn't feeling very well. In fact, my physical body had been taking a hit, and I was integrating some very dense, low vibrational energies into my holy presence. And since I made that video, I've actually realized through talking to many people in my last few days in my journeys that the majority of humanity, the collective, is physically ill right now. And I was kind of smiling and I'm enjoying my presence and I'm thanking God for my health, and I'm taking my energy, my sacred life force energy, and I'm playing in it, and I am sending it out of myself through into the mirror, through my perceptions, and I'm welcoming truth back into me. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, you know, we have an entire world that's based off of the illusion of the external realm. We have an entire world, especially within the Western culture, within Western civilization. We have a massive problem within the physicality of humanity, whether that be physical disease, whether it be physical limitations, disabilities, whether it be mental perceptions and mental illness that's existing within our mental presence, whether it be a body that's carrying an extra 100, 200, sometimes even 300 and plus up extra pounds on our body. And I wanted to talk to you guys very quickly about weight loss and maintaining a physical abundance within your holy physical vessel presence, because I have a story. If you're new here, I don't know if you know this, but I lost 111 pounds. That's 111, by the way. I lost 111 pounds through mirror work. And I wanted to start explaining my journey a little bit more to you guys, because I truly believe that the human body is able to heal itself when the mind takes a back seat and removes all limitations and just moves in the authority of health and abundance and spiritual wealth and development and evolution. I believe that when you take a back seat to yourself, all miracles are portrayed and are brought directly to you. Now, why do I believe this? Because I am a miracle. I lost 111 pounds. When I first started my journey, I looked in the mirror and I looked at myself and I said, I hate you. God, if there's anything that you love about me, you're gonna have to show me, because I hate whatever this is, whatever being I'm looking at. I hate her. She's unredeemable in my offense. And so God said to me, okay, my love, come to the mirror. Come to the mirror every day and tell yourself that you love yourself. I'm sorry, what? Come to the mirror? Tell myself I love myself? I just told you I hate you. You want me to tell me that I love you? What? How? I asked you to prove it to me. I'm asking you to show up for me, God said. And so once a day I started. I was 221 pounds. I was traumatized. I lived in a heightened state of perpetual dis-ease, anxiety, depression. I needed to be in control of my environment. My body hung on to weight that weighted my very presence. My body was stiff and it hurt and all of these things. And God said, go to the mirror and look at yourself. Tell yourself you love you. Okay, fine. And so I started. I started there. And I wanted to come here today to tell you that starting doesn't have to be hard. All you have to do in order to heal yourself in spirit and in truth, in the fullness and the authority of your Christed essence, is to move in faith. That God promised you that you would live an abundant life, that you would move inspired through spirit. When God told me that I was healed, and he told me about timelines, my love, I am infinite, he said. There's nothing external of myself, which means there's nothing external of you, which means all timelines are occurring all at once for you, my love. What do you want to do with it? And so I chose faith. I chose to believe that the being looking at me, though she was weathered, though she weighed an extra 111 pounds, though she was weary and her body ached, though she was all of these things, when I came to the mirror to say that I love you, I met myself in truth, exactly as I was. Some days I couldn't even look at myself, but I promised myself I would. So some days I would peek into the mirror, like just peek in and be like, oh, I love you, okay, bye. Some days I would stare at myself and I'd be like, why? Who are you? What are you even doing here? Seething inside of myself, trying to understand this being that I was. I took this practice very seriously. I took it as a spiritual practice of mine, very simply, to tell God that I love myself, the presence that was created for God's own glory, for God's own pleasure, for God's own purpose and presence. I chose to put myself first and to move in accordance. Remember, you are powerful. You created this reality. Every single molecule vibrates in love for you so that you would enjoy it. And so I started showing up for myself and telling myself I love you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, because one day, someone looked back through my eyes and I saw her for the first time. And I was alive within myself. And I realized that God only ever wanted to be loved through me, that I may love myself. And as I did this, I also integrated into my spiritual practices dancing, moving my body to get the energy that was stuck in me and get it moving. I healed myself. There's a myriad of other manners, but I wanted to talk to you very specifically about going to the mirror and telling yourself that you love you. Because God loves you so much, you have only forgotten what your abilities are. You have forgotten that the human is held in the embrace of spirit, and our DNA resonates within love. And if you don't love you, then how are you going to recognize God's love through you? If you don't love you, how will you even recognize when your peace is disturbed because you're living in a state of disease constantly within yourself. The world is aching. Now is the time to go within yourself, heal your inner worlds so that you can amalgamate truth, wellness, abundance, the totality of life through your holy presence. Don't make it weird. Make yourself God. Believe that you are an aspect of the Almighty, physically embodied, a spiritual essence of pure radiance and bliss. But how are you going to do that if you don't love yourself? Go to the mirror. I'll tell you that forever and always. When was the last time that you went to the mirror to look at yourself and say, I love you? Why are you working out endlessly trying to get the body of your dreams? Why are you dieting? Why are you having surgeries? Why are you taking pills? Why are you restricting yourself when you can love yourself into the totality of health? I eat cookie dough for dinner sometimes. My body is still healthy. It's still loved. It's still abundant. Because why? Because when I move intentionally with abundant wellness, health, ability in my Christed essence to just live. And because I have chosen to just live according to the law of Christ in my heart, I get to enjoy life without pain, without worry, and without the extra 111 pounds of trauma weight that was carried with me because I hated myself. I guess I'm saying this to you today because it's January. And the world in January thinks that we started a new year. Well, my love, time is not linear. Time is ever flowing, constant. The only thing you have is this now moment. So take your authority, hold it into you, bring your power back. No longer worrying about what's going to happen if, but only to enjoy all moments through you and watch the elation of Christ beam wellness into your presence. That is love. Love is the root of all things. God is love as I am love. My body resonates in love. And so if I gift myself and I gift God myself and I gift God this holy vessel and I gift God the experience that I see through my eyes and I hear and if I give God it all. If I say, Spirit, take it, involve yourself, feel it, why would God not grant me the very essence of our eternal heart? God and I, Spirit, the full triune presence living within me. My very first co-creation, my very first miracle was my body. 111 pounds. Without a lot of skin. I have some skin. But I took every single limitation fear that I thought if I was going to lose this weight, I took every single limitation. I said, God, these are the limitations held within me. Take them. Surrender. Because I know that I am loved and my body is pure bliss and it is meant for abundance. And so I believed. The mind and the body achieves what the mind believes, and I began to work in the fullness and the authority, taking radical responsibility for myself. Observing my emotional state, but starting with I love you. It always starts with love. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, but don't forget that literally every single month we're doing a new moon. It's called nuclear manifestations because I truly believe the true nuclear war is within ourselves. It is denying your inner worlds and trying to make an external reality bend to yourself it's not working anymore. So for our nuclear manifestations, I'm going to be welcoming people into a virtual space of healing. And again, it's going to be very much kind of like this environment. It's going to be very simple, because I don't believe you need a lot of things to access the authority of spirit. I believe that you resonate as God as you are right now. I believe that you are that powerful. And so I believe that we can take back the control of the health and fitness industry by simply welcoming abundance within our holy presence and saying yes to health. And so every single new moon, every month this year, I'm going to be holding a virtual donation-based event. Now, donations I would prefer, because I believe Spirit's wisdom is free. And so I honor you in this space. And so if you would like to join us for healing, if you would like to join me in this environment and hang out and heal and pray and meditate and maybe even dance a little bit together, you're more than welcome. The link is below. But I wanted to tell you that I love you. Always, always, always. My heart is yours. And if you found yourself here, you found yourself in health. And the moment you believe you are healed is the moment God can welcome the material realm to follow suit. But faith moves all mountain. Now you, my love, are the most grand mountain. It's time to move yourself through faith. You are healed now. I love you. I'll see you later.